It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? When you go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Really tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Jones throw complete here to Waller. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Stamper. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
To throw on second down. Stamper. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Stamper. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 41, Jones will find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, it's Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already.
Hey, Crash. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun. Stamper. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 10-0 the score after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Pierce is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stamper, touchdown, Eagles! Michael Pittman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gano for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Stamper. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Pierce. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Off play action. Stamper. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Looking to throw. Stamper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On third down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 over the 9-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Second down, here's Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now Jones on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, 26 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18,
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stamper under pressure. They got him again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on first down. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, Jones. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity. As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college. His playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this.
Then he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Higgins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones for a right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he will have a Giants 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 8. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 156 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. Rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Come on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wilson's got it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like him. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
18 rattle. 65 catch.
Looking to throw. Stamper looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 34 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's Barkley on the counter. And some room to maneuver. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ronald Jones. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Off the play fake. Stamper. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play. And that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Stamper. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Okay, break.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. A good pickup there at 22. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on, come on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Back to throw again. He finds his tight end, got it. That's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the... That's short of the 1st down.
Okay, ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Giants, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.